Assalamualaikum students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing good. So today we will start our lesson number 3 from chapter number 2 of your book Homeostasis, and today we will discuss about homeostasis in plants. Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajeem, Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. So the very first question is that what is homeostasis? Homeostasis basically known as the balance of something. Like homeostasis is basically the balancing of all the metabolic environment in your body. So the definition is that homeostasis is set of metabolism which maintain internal environment of an organism within suitable limits. Why homeostasis is required? The internal condition of an organism is referred its internal environment. It includes water quantity, H2O quantity, different solutes like sodium, potassium, magnesium, and the temperature. For proper metabolic functions, body require all these conditions at particular level. For example, the temperature of external environment continuously change during the day, but the enzymes work within a certain range of temperature. We all know that our internal body temperature is about 37 degrees. So it is obvious that that enzyme works at 37 degrees, or enzyme maximally works at 37 degrees. So there should be a maintenance of body temperature at 37 degrees. The temperature of your cell is 37 degrees. Therefore, the living organism must keep their internal temperature within this range. Organism maintain internal condition by feedback mechanism. How body maintain homeostasis? By feedback mechanism. So here we have a feedback mechanism of homeostasis for temperature. Whenever the condition increases, like temperature increases, that it detected by your receptor. It may be the receptor of your skin, so that these skin receptor send a message to the control center, your brain, which activates a corrective mechanism. Corrective mechanism means if your external temperature is decreasing to 10 degrees, so there should be a maintenance of temperature inside your body. Like you are having a very cold temperature, 10 degrees, so your skin cell having receptor for this temperature detection machinery, so that it send message to control center, which activates a corrective mechanism inside your body, that the condition back to normal by increasing or decreasing the temperature, whether it is a need of increasing or decreasing of temperature, so that it becomes normal or set point. Condition decreases or that condition increases, it decided what to do, that it detected by a feedback mechanism. Why feedback mechanism? As soon as your brain sends message to your body that you have to maintain your temperature 37 degrees, because the temperature outside your body is decreasing, so that your body maintains 37 degrees. As soon as it maintains 37 degrees, receptor stops sending signals to the control center. This is called the feedback mechanism. What are three main aspects of homeostasis? Homeostasis basically run on three main phenomena: osmoregulation, thermoregulation, and excretion. Osmoregulation, it is the maintenance of internal water and salt condition by osmosis. Thermoregulation, the maintenance of temperature within suitable limits where enzymes can work maximum. Excretion, the process where metabolic toxic waste or excesses metabolic substances from body like ammonia, urea, uric acid in a human body, gums, and latex in plants. How excretion or storage of carbon dioxide take place in plants? At daytime, we all know that plant perform photosynthesis in green cells and respiration in all living cells. The carbon dioxide produced in respiration utilized in photosynthesis. When rate of photosynthesis will be higher than respiration, the plant gets extra carbon dioxide from air, because there is a need of more and more photosynthesis. So it takes carbon dioxide from respiration along with the external environment. So the carbon dioxide from air and release extra oxygen in air through stomata. At night, plant only perform respiration. Only carbon dioxide is produced, which is removed by the process of diffusion through body surfaces. The green parts of the plants perform these gaseous exchange through stomata, while non-green part perform this gaseous exchange through body surfaces. Like At night, there is no light, so no photosynthesis. It means there is no extra need of carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide is basically produced as a byproduct through respiration, and it get out of the plant body. We all know that respiration is take place all the time. It doesn't require night or daytime. How does removal of extra water take place in plants? We all know that osmoregulation, because osmoregulation is the maintenance of salts and water. So the plant stores large amount of water. This water can be removed from plant in two ways, that is transpiration and gertation. In a first diagram, you can see that a leaf with having a microscopic view of stomata releasing out the water molecules, water vapors. So transpiration is the removal of water in the form of vapors from aerial part of plant. It occurs only at daytime, because we all know that at daytime, due to photosynthesis, stomata are open, and it take place all the surfaces of the leaf, like there is no particular area where stomata are more in number than the other area. Stomata are increase in number at the lower side of the leaf. Gettation. Gettation is the removal of water in the form of liquid from the margin of leaves. In a diagram, you can see that at the margin, where you can see that the water droplets are arranging like a beads. So gettation is the removal of water in the form of liquid from the margin of leaves through special pores, hydrophytes. It only occurs at night when water pressure is high in leaves and low temperature environment is present. Plants modify their leaves size, structure of stomata to control the rate of respiration, size and the structure of stomata to control the rate of transpiration. How could plants get rid of secondary metabolic products? What are the secondary metabolic products? The primary metabolic product is carbon dioxide as a part of respiration and oxygen as a part of photosynthesis. So what are the secondary metabolic products? We all know that the resins, latex, rubber, a white milky material, these all are the secondary metabolic products. So plant produce some secondary product like latex, resin and gum. These secondary products are insoluble, harmless compounds. Some plant produce a special type of gum, for example neem or kikar, etc. The extra amount of these are removed from special pores called lenticles. This blue arrow shows you the lenticles from where they all get out from the plant body. The coniferous plant produce resin-like material. In a bellow diagram, the orange color structure or material represent the resin-like material, while the rubber plant produce latex which remove from scar-like opening. Like you can make a cut on a stem of a tree, and that you can easily collect all the rubber. Some of these carnivorous plants and okra produce mucilaginous material to capture insects. Explain osmotic adjustment in plant. What are the osmotic adjustment? Like the removal of solutes, the removal of extra salt, the removal of extra water. The plants grow in different condition of water and salts. On the basis of water and salt quantity, there are 4 types of plants: hydrophytes, halophytes, mesophytes and xerophytes. Hydro means water and phytes mean plants. So hydrophytes, plant living in water. Halophytes, plant living in salty area. Mesophyte, plant living in moderate environment. Xerophytes, plant living in drought condition where there is no water, only sunlight, the dry area. Okay, the hydrophytes, the plant which grow in fresh water. They live completely or partially in fresh water, so called totally or partially submerged plants. They adapt themselves for removal of excess water which can enter in this condition. So here you have the 2 types of plants, a water lily and a hydrilla. These plants do not contain roots or have poorly developed roots. They have broad leaves. Like you can see that in water lily, if partially submerged and have stomata at upper epidermis. They also have stomata at upper epidermis. This is the adaptation. They may have thin and spongy tissues in leaves and stem in totally submerged plants like hydrilla. Halophytes living in salt. They grow in sea marshes, daldali area or in saltish water. In salty condition, water moves outside the cell which is not suitable for a plant. That when all the salt move out of the cell may die. So what happened there? To move water from outside to inside, the plant develop following characters. Plant develop salt glands. So these plants have salt glands where plant stores salts by taking it through active transport. Okay, active transport. The active transport uses ATP. Plants oppose salt to move outside from vacuole. Plants oppose salt to move outside from vacuole, like it inhibit the going out of salt from the vacuole. Some salt accumulated at surface of leaf which attracts water from air. Mesophytes. The plant grow in moderate water containing soil. They will develop following characters. So mesophytes are the normal plant you can see anywhere. Here is a example which is Vinca rosea. Vinca rosea you can see in every garden. So basically where there is moderate condition, plants will grow easily. They have developed root system because they are root plants which do not grow very deep. They have moderate sized leaves. Okay, now xerophytes. Xerophytes, we all know that the cactus, the aloe vera and all other the thorn containing plants, thorn carte. Plants grow in soil of low water quantity. They grow in desert or steep slopes or at high altitude. To conserve water and absorb proper amount of H2O water, they develop following characters. They have vertically growing deep root system to absorb proper amount of water. They possess thick waxy cuticle over epidermis to conserve water. Now you can feel by touching the aloe vera plant a waxy They possess thick waxy cuticle over epidermis to conserve water. They have short sized leaves or leaves are modified into spines to reduce loss of water by reducing the number of stomata. Some xerophytes have special parenchyma cells in stem where they store water. This makes the stem soft, wet and juicy called succulent organs like cacti. Succulent means by feeling the aloe vera plant or the leaves, you can feel that these leaves are spongy in nature, very spongy, and which have thorns in it. So basically these leaves doesn't have stomata anymore, because if there are stomata, so when there is a sunlight, stomata become open and they starts doing transpiration, which is harmful for the plant. So that's why stomata, there are a very less amount of stomata in the leaves of the cactus or any xerophyte plant, because they have special parenchymal cells in stem where they store water. Okay, now so this all homeostasis mechanism occur in plants. In next lesson we will discuss about homeostasis in humans.